Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. My today's video is on the disqualifications of some prejudiced persons for doing research on Islam. Persons disqualified for doing research on Islam. Dear brothers and sisters, you know that some ill-motivated people have been slandering Islam, Islam's prophet, Islam's holy book for some decades. They do these in the guise of researchers in the name of research. Muslims should know the falsehood behind their mission. They should be aware of the disqualifications of those so-called researchers. The persons not believing in the following tenets are disqualified as researchers of Islam. 1. Islam is not a new religion. It was there on earth even before the first man stepped on the earth. At that time, the jinn were its followers. It was always known as Allah's religion or true religion. The people who do not know or believe this are not knowledgeable enough to say or do anything about Islam. Knowledge is the first and foremost thing that makes the base of a research project. Without proper knowledge, research becomes baseless. 2. The name of the Creator is Allah, who has many other names as his attributes. Those so-called researchers do not know this. They have heard of no other name of the Creator but God. I don't know where from they discovered or innovated this name and what was the name of the Creator before this discovery or innovation was made. They also don't know. Their foundation of knowledge in this matter is negative. So, their research findings also become negative. What will they research on? They are simply disqualified. 3. The first human prophet of Islam was Hazrat Adam alayhis salam, and his religion was Islam. The number of the prophets is 1,24,000. I know their mania. They will crazily ask for proofs. They cannot tell the name their third generation forefather, still they will ask for proof of what we say about our prophets. You may show them the grave of Hazrat Adam alayhis salam in Arabia or his footprint on the Adam's Peak in Sri Lanka, but they will simply reject those as falsehood. They cannot say anything about the grave or the footprint, but still they will deny it. The logical habit of denying the existing objects disqualifies them as researchers of Islam objectively. 4. The number of Islamic holy books is 104, of which the Quran is the last one. Again they will deny it. They will demand your proof. You cite the examples from the distorted holy books of other religions, they will simply say that the Quran borrowed those verses or things from their books. They cannot say how could an illiterate man of Arabia borrowed anything from the books of other languages from other countries, none of which was known to him. Still, they will adamantly say that the Quran was written by Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam and that he borrowed from other holy books. This adamant obsession and inflexible nonsense disqualify them as researchers of Islam. 5. The Kaaba and the Zamzam are in Mecca of Saudi Arabia. The people who primarily disbelieve their own eyes and ears are actually crazy. The Kaaba is standing though with the Zamzam beside it, still they say that those are false. Many of them believe that those were originally in Petra and that Ibn Zubayr transferred those from Petra to Mecca. They cannot prove their claim by answering the question how Zamzam was transferred, still they hold on their nonsense. We know that the battle between Ibn Zubayr and Hajjaj bin Yusuf occurred in the Kaaba premises, and that Ibn Zubayr was killed in that battle. Now, the natural question arises, how could Ibn Zubayr, a dead man, transferred the Kaaba or Zamzam from Petra to Mecca? They do not have the answer. Still they obstinately hold on their misbeliefs. Such foolish obstinacy disqualifies them as researchers of Islam. 6. Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the last prophet of Islam. He has not introduced it. The infidels do not believe it. They rather convict Islam as the magical creation of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They always oppose it and try to diminish it. So, they are not qualified for doing research on Islam. Their aim is to create confusion and contradiction in Islam through the masquerade of research. Thus the persons who do not believe in the truths and tenets of Islam are not capable of doing research on Islam because their knowledge of the subject concerned is too little and their hearts and heads are not ready to accept the truth. They are simply hostile towards Islam. A hostile man or woman is not eligible for saying or doing anything positive. Their works and words on Islam must be avoided as negative, incomplete and unripe. They must be scrutinized by every Muslim on the scale of the following verse of the Holy Quran: "Never will the Jews or the Christians be satisfied with thee unless thou follow their form of religion." Say, the guidance of Allah, that is there, only, guidance. Wert thou to follow their desires after the knowledge which hath reached thee, then wouldst thou find neither protector nor helper against Allah. Al-Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 120.